to Spurs News. Today we're going to talk about the headlines as usual. One player is not going to be featuring, as we had talked about it so many times on this channel. And then a player that was tackled by a thug on the field. And then another of our loanees is not going to be able to continue his loan deal at the team he is at. And one player is going to end his loan deal before it's due to end by next summer. So let's get started. Let's spur our way to glory. Let's start with the headlines, okay? First of all, one of the players that is with us right now is going to be returning to his club before his loan deal is over, which is Gedson Fernandez. A lot of people are talking by January he'll be gone. All right, and then Troy Parrott seems to have suffered one of devastating injuries and could be on his way back to the club. And then another player of ours that's on loan at Norwich City had suffered a big injury, and the video, as you see, is right here. Now, as you see, the tackle took him out, and his manager, or the manager of Norwich City, thought he had lost his leg and would never play football again. But thankfully, Oliver Skipper was able to continue the game. Then we're going to talk about what Tim Sherwood says was obvious to everyone. My grandma that is dead have seen what happened on the field, so what he said is really a no-brainer. He said Sanchez is not ready to be playing first team football and should not be included in the first team. Then one of our players, Eric Dyer, Mourinho's John Terry, as we say, is still not going to be able to feature anytime soon. We have 168 million pound, let's say 168 million pound, okay, overvalue, or let's say advantage over all the other teams in the Europa League, according to the reports. The value of the team that we have is 168 million more expensive than any squad in the Europa League. Don't miss our first game against Lask on Thursday night. Then we're going to talk about the most important thing is, of course, does this squad have the ability to win the league? What do you say? Yes or no? Of course, Daniel Rose will not have a role at the Tottenham Spurs. He doesn't even have a squad number on the website, and he doesn't have an offer on the table according to reports. So he could be just sitting around and doing nothing for the next 6 months. All right, one of our superstars, I say, and one of the most important players, arguably the most important player, is going to be offered a new contract, and that's no other than Heung-min Son. And we're talking about Heung-min Son also having a big impact on the team and the players that came in this summer. He says that he tries to help Vinicius, that just came in, by understanding that he doesn't understand the English language and he understands how it feels not to understand the language, since he is the longest serving player on the team. Alright, pundits are saying, what happened to Mourinho? He is known to be able to shut down the games. What happened on Sunday night is unacceptable by Mourinho standards and how he depicts himself as the special one. So one of the pundits is saying one of his taxi drivers should ask him what happened and how he didn't shut down that game. Why the players were not trying to waste time and buy time by making sure the game is won and not tied the way it ended on Sunday. Let me know what you think about this claim. Is Mourinho still the special one, or are we just seeing a bad version of Mourinho today? Right. Does Dele Alli have a Spurs future, or is he out of the squad? Let me know what you think. Then we're going to talk about the last thing here about the Spurs news, which is Reguilón is maybe due to be sold by next summer because Real Madrid are having problems with Marcelo, and they do have a buyback clause which is around 40 million. That would be devastating after finding such a talent to let him go that quick. It's just unfortunate for the Spurs and for Mourinho, of course. The last part of this video is talking about the games that we're going to be featuring tomorrow. First game tomorrow is going to be in the Champions League, and it's going to be RB Salzburg versus Lokomotiv Moscow. RB Salzburg versus Moscow Lokomotiv. And here is a game that is going to be very difficult for both teams, but RB Salzburg have the upper hand and have shown that they are a very good team and did make it very far in the last Champions League. Let me know what you think. Who's going to win? We think RB Salzburg is going to win 2-0 this game. Real Madrid versus Shakhtar Donetsk. One of my favorite teams in the Ukrainian league is Shakhtar Donetsk, but we're going to say that Real Madrid has the upper hand, and Real Madrid is very hard to beat in the European competition, which is one of their favorite competitions, and they have won it one of the most teams, if not the most. Then at 10 o'clock, we're looking at Ajax versus Liverpool, a classic. That's a good game to watch because both Liverpool and Ajax have a great experience in the competition and one of the leading football schools in today's football. Liverpool is going to take this one home, and they're probably going to win by a 2-goal difference. Do bear in mind that Liverpool is having a shaky start to the season this time of year. Man City versus Porto is an easy one to predict, and Man City is going to have an easy time winning against Porto. Porto is one of the best teams in Portugal, but Man City is still up there and have a lot of flawless football and good combinations between their players. Olympiacos Marseille. Marseille is a famous team in the French League 1, but Olympiacos is not so famous in the world, but they are very famous in Greece. Now, Marseille could win this game, but Olympiacos does have a better record in the Champions League than Marseille. So this could be a tricky one, but Marseille should be able to win this game. I say a score of 1-0 for Marseille. Midtjylland and Atalanta. Midtjylland is a team unknown to many, and Atalanta is one of the teams that was able to make it very, very well advanced in the competition last Champions League. Atalanta did sell some of their players, but they are still better off than they used to previous seasons, and we do expect Atalanta to win by a 2-goal difference. Of the night, Bayern Munich versus Atletico Madrid should be, of course, a game to watch, but Bayern Munich are going to punish Atletico Madrid according to what we have seen from the last season's Champions League. Bayern Munich are just getting stronger by the day, and I don't think Atletico Madrid have gotten that much stronger with adding Suarez. Let's say a 3-goal difference for Bayern Munich. Finally is Inter Milan versus Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach is a German team. Of course, Inter Milan is an Italian team, but Inter Milan did have a lot of investments in the squad, and one of their manager is very well known, Antonio Conte, and I think Inter Milan should be able to edge this one to themselves, and they should win by a 1-goal difference or a 2-goal difference. So 2-1 or 3-1. Thank you for watching the Spurs news. Have a great night. Spurs news, tracking down every detail. Transfer news, every gossip, every finished move. Game predictions, and the like.